ADOS. Welcome to the Articles of ADOS podcast, a weekly show where we bring you undiscussed news, articles, and information important to the American descendants of slavery, our friends, and our allies. This is episode 18, and I'm your host, Lisa Todd, along with my co-host,
Daoud Giazan. On to tune for our main event, where we dive into and interview the article, What the Black-on-Black Crime Fallacy Misses About Race and Gun Deaths. Let's get into the issue of black-on-black crime and white-on-white crime. Another lie. It's based out of the desire for white elites to maintain a boogeyman that's both international, that justifies our wars foreign, and domestic. They have to have a domestic boogeyman. Black men and black people generally are that boogeyman. We need to call people on that. Why? On the issue of white on white or black on black crime, what is the difference? The difference is 5%. Rounding up, 90% of black on black crime is a problem. 85% of white on white crime is a problem. Studies have already revealed it has more to do with proximity and ongoing segregation that this is taking place in. Now, why the 5% difference? Nobody ever asked that question. We don't even bring up, as mentioned in the article, white on white crime. The reason is because a very ugly truth would be revealed, that 5% difference comes as a result of what happens within white communities. What happens in white communities? Well, what I said earlier, because finances and economy is worked in such a way that funnels millions of dollars into white elite hands, a white elite minority. Whites among whites are able to distance themselves from lower caste whites. They're able to live in gated communities where whites who are under the pressures of economic inequality can't breach, and therefore they'll commit those crimes amongst themselves. That 5% comes from the fact they can't get into those communities and cause disruption there. That's the reason why there's a difference. If you take that difference out, then the black on black crime accusation is also a white on white crime reality. Black on black crime accusation is also a white on white crime reality. And no one has that conversation because we're too immature to talk on that level. Why that 5% difference is because whites within white proximity are capable of distancing themselves from lower caste whites, and therefore they're protected to a tune of 5% from the violence that occurs among lower caste whites, brought about because of the wealth extraction from whites that we just don't talk about because we can't address the fact that this tiny white minority from families who are a part of founding this country and own slaves are all too often still dictating what happens in America. And because whites among the white collective are willing to have this discussion because they too see themselves and desire to be white like them, that's another reason why they don't have this discussion. It needs to stop. Our children are paying the price in so many ways. I'll stop there. Black on black crime accusation is also a white on white crime reality.